What if you stole your friend's money back in college, or slept with her boyfriend, or you threw somebody off the cliff when you went hiking last time, that is 2 years back, and you really want to get it off your chest, really want to confess, but you cannot confess, because if you do, you might lose your friendship or you might even go to jail. So that's why we have Reddit, where you can confess anonymously and definitely get it off your chest and let out in front of a bunch of strangers who probably would judge you, but I think it wouldn't matter so much. So today, guys, let's check out some of the insane confessions on Reddit and just see what it's like. Some juicy confessions. All right, guys, so starting with the first one we have here. Please do not judge me, because when I read this, but I think it's pretty scandalous. So let's check this out. I jerk off to myself in the mirror and took picture of myself. So how self-obsessed are you? I'm not judging, but I think people who are like pretty or who are like handsome tend to admire themselves like in the mirror a lot, and they really like what they see. Even we like what we see. So here is this I-24 male. I jerk off to pictures of myself and at myself in the mirror sometimes. Sometimes I just feel so good about my appearance that I cannot help myself but to start jerking off. I work out a lot and have worked hard for my physique, so sometimes I just admire it. I wonder if everybody who has good physique does that, because I don't know. I mean, gym guys or gym girls, I don't know if it's only the guys who do that or it's also the girls. I really have no idea. But this is something which I'm like, I heard for the first time, because I've seen people like admiring themselves a lot in the mirror, but I don't know if they go to the extent of like really, sexually fantasizing yourself. Narcissist, I don't think so. That's a narcissist behavior, but certainly like self-love, how do I say that? Okay, so there's another one confession similar to the same thing. So I think a lot of people do that, because I was not aware of this. So to be honest, when I, 21 female, used to smoke weed, I touched myself 3 times looking at pic of myself. Not even mirror, pic. I thought I was too hot, and I started to think how I would treat me if I was a man. Oh my god. So that is some kind of insane confession. People admiring themselves in the mirror, but I mean literally looking at your own picture and jerking off, it's some new level. You have corn for that reason, like, you know, you can always like look at corn. I mean, not just for the appearance, but also for that horny part. But this is seriously, I don't know if you guys also do that. Do you? All right, so we have another one here of the similar stance. When I was very young, like 12, had no access to corn or internet, I used my crappy Nokia and take a photo of my own butt from an angle where it seemed like a girl's butt and jerked off to it. I kind of missed the time when my ass wasn't covered in hair. I have no words to say this, but to excuse, because since that person was like 12 maybe, so obviously when you are 12, you just like, you don't know what you're doing, right? You're still experimenting and you're still trying to get to know yourself and the world. So this is weird, guys. Another one, I used to draw naked ladies and jerk off to it, because they had no access to the internet. So even drawing a portrait, I mean, it would definitely help you build your skill of sketching maybe, or painting, but definitely would have helped a lot. So we did what we could at the time. So definitely, I think these guys, they certainly miss their old times where corn was not easily accessible. But yeah, I mean, people have their own ways, right? All right, so we have another one here. I'm active on a sexting site because I am stressed and horny, but somehow guys offer me money to sex with them. I am so broke, yet these dudes spend money just to get a high quality sexting. High quality sexting, okay. Weird experiences, but I just take it as the gift and charities for the broke ass adorable me. Girls gotta work, but I don't know, I'm not sure if this kind of work you wanna do, but it's offering you something, so her choice. But I don't know if sexting is still a thing, because it was like really popular a few years back, but I don't know if it's still a thing. People still do that because people have like a lot of access on the internet to say weird shits, and everybody has like some kinks or something, so you can like easily get access to whatever is like, you know, in your zone. But this is some weird shit, guys. I don't know how true this is, but I think definitely true, because it's, I think, from 1 year back. I once jerked off 12 times a day just to say if I can. Oh my. There's some stamina. Definitely a gym guy. 12 times a day. 12 times, like seriously 12 times. This is like insane. I mean, you would probably end up in hospital or something, or maybe you can, I have no idea. Okay, so we have another juicy kind of confession here. So when I was around age 12, I think a lot of people, they do weird shit at age 12, right? Because you don't know and you just do any shit. So when I was 12 years, I'm sorry. I'm losing it, guys. So when I was around at the age of 12, I had never seen a real life hoo-ha. My neighbor had some horses, and that was my first encounter. Seriously, please leave the animals alone. I ended up losing my virginity to a horse. What? Never told anyone this, but it will probably haunt me the rest of my life. That is some insane confession. That's some insane confession, guys, because seriously, to a horse, like seriously, I mean that's animal abuse, guys, first of all. But since you are 12, I mean that time like your hormones and your brain is still not quite developed, I guess. But this is weird shit, guys. This is weird shit. Definitely, if these kind of confessions can only come in Reddit, you cannot confess this to anyone. No one, seriously not. Alright, so we also have some of the terrifying, threatening kind of confession, and that is, I usually just tend to stay away from those kind of confessions because, and then I just kind of think of it whole day. Related to those crime kind, and I was a crime, like watching daily crime and stuff, like I was fanatic for it a few years back, but I just tend to stay away from those because it literally, like, fucks up your brain. Like, you keep thinking everything you just look at, there's some kind of suspicion or doubt, like, why is that person staring at me? Maybe he wants to come at night and just stab me to death, something like that. It goes inside your head. So I just try to, like, stay away from watching all those series, and it came through very, like, it was addicted to me, like it was an addiction for me to watch the crime series. But now I just stay away. Here we have one. I have a friend whose grandmother married her late husband's friend. So one day, while drunk, he confessed to killing her first husband. She packed up the kids and left. That is some weird, like, movie plots. I mean, movie plot kind of confession, because usually you see it in movies, like, somebody killed somebody's husband and then married the wife, and later, like, told the wife that I was the one who killed your husband, and the woman decides to stay with that man or to move away. So usually in the movies, she stays with the man because she's so much in love. It's typical, like, Bollywood plot. But whatever. But this is some insane confession, guys. How did nobody got to know about? How did nobody, like, even thought of it? This is weird. Okay, so we have another, like, criminal kind of confession. This is really bad, guys. So I had a male friend tell me he had assaulted me once when I was passed out drunk. I'm a straight male and had been friends with this guy for 15 years straight and had been drunk with him a lot. So since then, I have found out a lot of messed up stuff about him. I think we all have those kind of friends, but still, like, 15 years of friendship, like almost like, I think, childhood friendship, you can say that, and your friend doing some weird shit, because it's crazy, guys. Because I remember when I was, like, in first standard or second standard, so I had all my friends, like, we're like 5-year-old, 5-6 year, we don't know anything about, like, what goes on. So some of these girls, they used to, like, I don't know, they had seen their parents or in the movies doing some weird shit, and they used to try and come and during lunch hour try to imitate those things. And some of the girls would say that I've seen my father doing this. So the child, like, I studied from all girls school, by the way. So being a girl, like, you know that you are playing a girl, right? And you don't want to play a guy, but our brain is, like, still developing. We are 5-6 year old, so we don't know, like, if you are a girl or you're a boy, thing to do, like, stuff to do. So they used to do some weird shit during lunch break, and they used to say that, I've seen my father doing this, so I'm also trying to do. So one of the girls, she used to pee standing. So that was also one of the, like, that I seen my father doing this, so I should also pee standing. Kids, children are innocent, but 15 years of friendship and a guy, like, assaulting you when you're drunk, that's straight away crime, guys. Weird shit, right? Depressive shit. Alright, so we have another one here, which is, I had a friend confess that every time he stayed at my apartment, which was frequently because we lived in a different countries, sometimes he would stay for a month. At time, he watched me sleep. I woke with him staring at me. He was literally inches away from my face, just staring, and I freaked out. He broke down and confessed. My husband was asleep next to me. That was the most creepy for sure. It also ended our friendship. Was your friend a dog? Because my dog does that. I mean, if I'm sleeping and he wants to go, or in the morning, he would just come and just climb on the bed and just stare right at me. Like, stare right at me. And I don't know how I get to know or what's going on. Even if I'm in my deep sleep, I just wake up. And sometimes his cold nose would just touch my nose, and it freaks me out, like, at night, you see those, like, twinkling eyes. But this is weird. I don't know. I've heard about this because people have this fantasy of looking at people while sleeping. But you sleeping with her husband, I mean, that's invading her privacy, because they could be doing anything. And even keeping watch that, okay, now she's probably asleep, let's walk into her room. And that too traveling from a different country. So, which is pretty weird, because, you don't feel secure at your own home. What if he just strangles you in sleep or something like that? This is so weird. And he was caught red-handed, so he confessed. Otherwise, I don't think so he would have confessed ever again. That's so boring. I mean, looking at someone. She should start charging him. $100 per hour for staring at me while sleeping. I think there are some YouTube channels, where people are just sleeping and they have so much views. I mean, check them out. They're just sleeping and they are like recording themselves sleep, and so much views, guys, so much views. Okay, so speaking of that, we have the last confession here, which is related to the previous one, and this is also similar, which proves that people have these kind of kinks of staring at you, even your own boyfriend or girlfriend or your husband or wife. Just beware. New fear unlocked, guys. Lock your rooms when you go to sleep. One day I woke up from my nap to my boyfriend at the time sitting on the bed next to me, kind of leaned over me, looking at my face. He got this weird guilt look on his face, but that was kind of creepy. I quickly sat up and asked him, "What's up?" He answered, "Sorry, I feel kind of bad, but is it fucked up if I was imagining strangling you to death in your sleep?" And he wasn't joking, he was dead on serious. It scared the crap out of me, instantly became the ex-boyfriend. Good decision. So later I found out he was hurting animals too. That's some serious like Jeffrey Dahmer going on here. That's some serious like, psycho serial killer invention into the making of psycho serial killer, because that's how they start. They're hurting animals. How can you hurt animals? And they are so cute. Like, even if I look at a lion which is like ferocious, but still I find it cute somehow. I mean, I want to pet it, but obviously you cannot, right? Because obviously you cannot, you don't want to end up being dead. But still, animals are so cute. They have on their own, like, even like small baby animals. So please do not hurt them, please. I just don't know how they develop such kind of kinks into watching somebody sleep, trying to strangle somebody, looking at hurting animals. That's so weird. So that was it, guys, for insane confessions. I think we had both the sides today, the juicy confessions and the criminal kind confessions. So it's like weird, guys. Stay alert. Always lock your always lock your room when you sleep. You cannot trust anyone, seriously. So with that, all right, guys, so that was it, and let me know how you liked today's video. Comment down below. Let me know if you have some serious weird confessions to make, or you've gone through some kind of serious similar kind of friends telling you those shitty confessions. I don't know, whatever you face, just let me know. And please do like my videos and subscribe if you want to watch more of me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, I love you guys so much. Bye bye.